Hey, good morning, everybody. Proverbs chapter 3. So, Proverbs chapter 3, as I was reading through it, this is where it starts getting a little disjointed for me and a little bit random. However, for today at least, I have chosen two verses from Proverbs chapter 3. Really, a couple of really popular and famous verses. In fact, this verse showed up on my Facebook timeline yesterday. Someone had posted it, and I think Cheryl replied and said this was the first passage that she had ever learned. I know my friend Will uses this passage a lot, but it's Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths." So I just want to unpack that just a little bit. This is one of those verses that we like to say a lot, we like to quote, we like to memorize, but I don't know if we really think about it or really think about what it's really saying. First of all, he says, trust in the Lord, listen, with all of your heart. With all of your heart. It's not a partial trust. It's not a partial faith. It's not, I can trust God when things are going good, but when things are going bad, I'm going to take hold of it. This is really a challenge because we have this notion that we can be in control of things. And when we feel like we're not in control, we do everything we can to come and feel like we are in control. This is giving up control. This is trusting in the Lord with all your heart. It is trusting in him. It is believing in him. And listen, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. So here's the deal. We can trust in God because we know that God is good. Because we know that God can make everything work together for good, right? Romans 8:28. We know that God is good and that his ways are good and that the way he works in us, if we're his children, we know that God has planned good for us and that he is going to take us in the good way and in the good path. We also know that God is all powerful. We also know that God can do anything that he needs to do or desires to do. He can open any door. He can close any door. He can dynamite any mountain out of the way. I mean, he is all powerful. He can blind any eye, open any eye. He can do whatever he needs to do to take us down that good way. We also know that God is all knowing. God knows the beginning from the end. He knows tomorrow. He knows next week. He knows next year. He knows how today fits into next year and how today fits into next week. This is why we can trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding, because God is all of these attributes of God that you could think of. He is good. He is powerful. He is all-knowing. He is everywhere. All of these things are reasons that we can trust and that we can lean on him. So we need to trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding, because he is the one who can make things happen. And then it says, excuse me, in all your ways acknowledge him and he'll direct your paths. So in all of our ways, let's just give preference to God. It's kind of like I said, was it yesterday? Might have been Monday. Certainly what I preached on Sunday. We need to turn our lives towards him. We need to set the compass of our life towards Christ. We need to set the GPS of our lives on Christ so that where we are headed is to Christ and to God and to being who he wants us to be. So we need to, in all our ways, acknowledge him, be moving towards him and moving deeper into that relationship with him, and he will direct our paths. Now, some translations say, and he will make your paths straight, or he will make your paths smooth. I actually like that translation a little bit better, because that's the idea of what it's talking about. God is going to walk you through this life. God is going to open the ways that he needs to open for you. He is going to make life smoother for you and walk. I'm not saying it's not ever going to get rocky and rough, but I'm saying without the Lord, it's going to be insurmountable hills that you may come to. So trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. I know you can faith the day with that. Love you guys. Bye.